Alright, this is lesson 8-2, drawing different views of 3D shapes. So today we're going to be talking about two things. I'm going to be showing you them as well. And it's the base plan and then three different views to draw three-dimensional shapes. Now, there are many different times that you may want to draw a 3D shape, but it may be difficult to do so on paper. And so drawing it from different points of view can help someone else see what you are looking at or what you are drawing. So the first one we're going to talk about is a base plan. Take a look at the figure or the shape that I have here with these blocks. I've got a stack of two taller blocks, and I've got that shorter block there to the side. And it kind of forms an L shape. My base plan would look like this. I'd want to represent each of the stacks, and I did that. But what the base plan does, it also tells you the height of each stack, so you can start to visualize the different heights that are involved in my solid, or in the 3D shape. Notice that I've also labeled the front view and the right view. So this is the front of the shape, and this would be the right, which if you're looking at it as a whole, I can turn the shape, I can move it, but it's good to know where the front and the right are, especially when we're going into drawing those other views. So the base plan, the important part is to show each of the blocks. So notice I've got these three blocks, and notice that I also indicate their height here. Now, using this same shape, I can also draw it from different points of view. In the book today, we're going to be looking at three different points of view: the top view, the front view, and the right view. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be trying to show on a two-dimensional piece of paper what I'm looking at in 3D. So first of all, the top view is if I were to go over the shape and draw just what I see. It looks like an L, doesn't it? And so that's what the top view would look like, where I would show exactly how it would look from the top. I've got two blocks here, and I've got a third block here. Now on these three views, I don't have to put their heights. That's just for the base plan. Then the same from the front view. So if I'm going to move and look at the figure just from the front of the shape, it still has that L shape, but notice that there isn't a separation between these two blocks anymore, because this is just one big block. So when I draw my front view, you can see there, right there in the middle, I don't have to have the separation of the blocks. I would only separate it or draw the lines in my shape if it's a different set of block, or if it's a different block. If they're connected, then I don't have to draw those lines there. So the lines in this case help to show if the shape has an attachment or not. And finally, look at the right view. I'm going to turn this really quick and show you what this looks like from the right. So if I were to get level with it, you can tell the third dimension, but ultimately the shape is just a rectangle, and I've got that second level from my first block to the blocks behind it. So now coming back here to the page, look at the right view. I show that this block is out in front, and that these two blocks here are behind it. So that's kind of the explanation or a visual for base plans and the three views. Make sure to fill in the notes and to look at the textbook, because they also give you the examples and can show you how to give you some help in drawing them, and you'll need that for the practice problems.